Well, part of this video is going to be, it's like science fiction. I'm Matt Ernst here at KCBD News Channel 11, but you just heard from John, but magically through the magic of TV, John is right here. So we'll toss back to him for the presentation in a moment. But here in the Forecast Center, have multiple workstations here. Shania just finished up the 5 o'clock newscast, but from each of these workstations, we can connect to many of our other weather computers, control our multiple weather cams that are all across not just the South Plains and eastern New Mexico. On active days, we're able to watch our various live streams coming in here from storm chasers observing what's happening. So it's pretty cool now in our Forecast Center. This is the computer that the instant a warning is issued, it runs it at the bottom of your screen. So a lot of the work happens back here. And then coming into one of our on-air positions, this is where we will look straight ahead to the camera right here. We have multiple computer workstations at this standing position right here. So this is one spot where we can put radar, various graphics back here, then step back to the green screen, which used to really impress kids when we would invite them out and show the green screen back here, but now all of them can do it on TikTok, so it's not as impressive as it once was. Nonetheless, we look at the computer monitor or the TV screen back over here, and back on the other side, that's how we know where to point. As far as what's on the air, this shows us what's on TV, but we're able to look at the various weather computers, show us what radar, our weather cameras, our storm chasers, what they're doing. John will have a computer set up here with our National Weather Service secure chat. So the instant the Weather Service gets something, a bit of new information, it'll pop in right here. So a lot of communication between John and Shania, Steve and Colin on active days. Then coming back through the studio here, one of the really cool parts of this studio is these massive monitors. So the first time we got this set up, and I don't do weather every day anymore, they let me fill in sometimes, but when we were playing with this and said, get to stand in front of this massive screen and do the weather, I was geeked out. Coming back to this side of the studio, this is where you'll see Karen and Abner, the morning Angie, Kristen, James, Christy, and Case. They're back here behind the anchor desk. Looking ahead, though, you may notice we have all these cameras just standing here. They're robotically controlled. Back in the control room, they actually, with the joystick, that's how they control the cameras. No longer is it someone manually running the cameras. However, this camera is moving around, and you can tell someone is following me. And I have to give a big thanks to one of our employees, to Bella Christie, who's running the camera here to actually make this happen. So it's not a robotic camera here. She's not a robot. She's the one who helped out take this tour through our building. I'll actually open the door so Bella doesn't walk into the door, and we'll walk into Studio B. And this is where we have our noon notebook interview set, our sports set, our cooking set as well. So back over here is the cooking set. Sometimes we know when we've cooked something, we forget to take the trash out. A couple different reporter positions. And then back here's where Pete, Zach, and Berkeley do sports. We can also do our noon, we do our noon notebook interviews back there. The technical, pretty much brains of this whole building are all back this direction. They don't let me back that direction because it's pretty much a computer hub that happens to have TV with it now. That stuff is so advanced, and all the equipment that runs our TV station. So we'll go from the studio right into the newsroom, and we have this massive window that looks from the newsroom into the studio. So we're here at about 5:30. So we just wrapped up 5 o'clock newscast. You can hear scanners. They're always going off here. And so Tony right now is working on the 6 o'clock newscast. Aubrey just finished the 5. Meanwhile, we're also working on our Telemundo newscast coming up in just a little bit. The desk where Bella was working when I rudely said, can you please come stop what you're doing and shoot this video, is right over here. But our reporters are coming and going throughout the day. Christy just finished up the 5 o'clock newscast. We have Brandon and Emma on our digital desk. Then our assignments area is back to the right where Ruben and Bobby sit. And it's almost like traffic control as far as what Ruben does throughout the day, planning where our various shots are, assignments for the day. We also have an icy machine, popcorn machines, coffee machine, espresso machine. It takes a lot to keep a newsroom going. So we'll head back And Lorraine's preparing for our Telemundo Lubbock newscast coming up in just a little while. We'll head on down. One thing we have here is our digital news desk, which allows us, it's almost like another control room. We can broadcast out live here separate from our control room. And Brianna and Leslie are busy putting newscasts together as well. So we'll head on down to the control room and give you an idea of really where things get really active. In fact, we'll show a clip right here of our 5 o'clock newscast ending.
3, 2, 1.
Besides Wednesday, we're looking at 90s for the rest of this 7-day forecast, so it's a hot one to say the least.
It's tonight.
7, 6,
Have a great evening.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So just wanted to insert that right there. That was a little while earlier. It can show when things were active, but now you can see Dimitri, evening supervisors, giving examples to Jeffrey. This is his first day as an intern with us. But on the back row here are the master control computers. So our various channels from KCBD, Fox 34, Telemundo Lubbock, and many others. That all happens back here in the front. Dimitri is actually going over the newscast itself being directed. And on the left side is where the producer sits. There's someone in here 24/7. So it's a busy, busy part of our news operation. TV stations of Fox 34, KCBD, Telemundo Lubbock, CW, My Lubbock TV, Me TV Lubbock, whole lot happening here. So that's just kind of a brief overview. Didn't even get to the sales department, administration on that part of the building. Fox 34 sales back over there. Large building here at 98th and University. That's a quick overview here of our news operations. Back to you, John.